Hi everybody, welcome to Six Sensory Spa. I'm Patrina Rutherford and I'm so excited to have you guys here today because we're going to do just a really short demonstration on passive diffusing. About 2 weeks ago we sent out an email and a secret page on our email list to teach you how to diffuse essential oils into the air in your home and why you want to do that. And one of the ways that you can do, that's a cute little heart. One of the ways that you can diffuse essential oils is called passive. And then there's another way called active. Now, when you're actively diffusing essential oils into your home, you are using some type of energy with it, whether it's electricity or whether it's a fire, that's an active diffusion. Now, a passive diffusion is pretty much that. It just kind of sits there and permeates the air on its own. Now, one of the ways that you can get essential oils and into the air and with passive diffusion is this is a table full of a few different ways. And what I want to challenge you guys to do is to think up some ways that you can diffuse essential oils into the air using passive diffusion. And why would you want to do this? Well, one thing is it's a continual release of the odoriferous molecules that make up the aromatherapy oils. Okay, another reason is if you have cats that jump on the counter that knock over your candles, and he's usually photobombing this, I don't know where he is, or if you have children and you don't want them to knock over hot water like when you have in the oil warmers back here, or if you don't want them to get tangled up in electrical cords, passive diffusion is great. And what you're going to do, I'm going to show you this way first because this is one of my favorite. And I'm going to take lemon oil. Lemon oil is great to diffuse. It's refreshing. It uplifts your mood. Here, smell it. Here, you smell it. It's uplifting for your moods. It's going to perk you up. It's also going to raise your personal vibrational frequency. So this is just a pitcher of water. This is a vase, and I'm just going to add 2 drops of lemon oil to this, and it already has the plant food in it. And these are cut flowers. This is a really pretty way to add passive diffusion. Now what happens is the essential oils are blended in with the plant food, and it allows the essential oils to blend in with the water. If you don't add sugar or something like that to the water, then the oils will just sit on top of the water. Now what happens with these, and some flowers do really well with this type, it doesn't really alter the fragrance of the flower, but the essential oils, you might be able to, depending on how many drops you put in, you might be able to smell just a touch of the oil release through particularly daisies. But the mums really like it, and it tends to extend their life. I've noticed some flowers are really receptive to this type of passive diffusion. The mums and the daisies are great for it. And it releases, remember, you don't have to smell the essential oils in order for them to be permeating your air, in order for them to be working on your immune system, the energy in your home, and your moods. Another way is, now this one, we have candles in a bowl of water, and this is passive because the candles don't have to be burning at all for this to work because they're the little floater type in glass container. We're just going to add a couple of drops of lemon to the water itself. You can have little bowls of water with a couple little flowers cut and placed in it and set them around your home. And another way that you can use passive diffusion, of course, is the potpourri. And you can add, make your own potpourri. You can use your dehydrator and just add essential oils to this. Now, there's another way that I use it at night, and I particularly use this for my pets. And this is just a plain washcloth. And one of my pets is a little miniature potbelly pig, and she has problems breathing at night with the allergies this time of year with the pine pollen. So instead of diffusing something really strong in the air for her, I take a cloth, I add 1 or 2 drops of eucalyptus, rosemary, or lemongrass, which will help her breathe. And then I take this and just tuck it in one of the shelves in her bedroom. Yes, she has her own bedroom. And that way it helps her breathe, and it's not too much, and she can't get to it. She can't knock it over. I put it up on a little shelf, and it helps her breathe through the night. Another way that you can get the essential oils into the air, this is a little gift box that some of the artists used to work with us. And this is by Cecily Ann Cummings. And she made this. What you do when you're painting the inside of this box is you mix your paint with a drop of essential oil, and then you paint the inside of it. And it leaves the fragrance in there. I think I did one in 2006, and I mixed cinnamon one Thanksgiving with some paints, painted the inside of the box, and you can still smell the fragrance. And when you want to cap it off, you just put the top on. If you want to smell it, then you can just take it off. It's a really pretty and fun way to add essential oils into the air. Another way, this is a vase that that was made in North Carolina, and there's an area called Seagrove, and there's a lot of potters there, and this particular piece came from there. And you set a candle inside of it. Well, the place where I have this located is not a good idea to put a candle because there's a smoke detector right above it, and I learned that I should not put a candle in this. So what I do is I take, now this is cotton that we hairdressers use, and nail technicians and massage therapists. And this is one of the little small boxes. You may have seen your hairdresser pull this out and wrap it around your head for a perm. Well, now you can just take this, add a drop of essential oil to this, drop it into something that is variegated or has the holes in it, put the top on, and this will work for you as a passive diffuser. You can also do the same thing with little votive holders. If you have votive holders around your home and you have children, and you know that's a safety factor, what we do, and we used to do this with the aroma kits, we take the little battery operated candles, we take a little cotton pad or a cotton ball or a piece of the cotton, add your oil to it, tuck it in the bottom, and just turn your little candle on and set it inside. There's no heat generated, so it's therefore that also is just a little way to passive diffuse. It smells really great and it's really pretty.
Steffi said hi, by the way.
Oh, hi Steph. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining in, Stephanie, out in Los Angeles. Another thing is next to my bed, I have this gorgeous amethyst crystal which holds a candle, but I don't want to light a candle at night before I go to bed. So here's another way that I just add a drop of essential oil to a piece of fabric or cotton and set it in here. Lavender is great for helping you sleep, and you know they say lemongrass is good for snoring. So I don't know. We'll try it. Little terracotta pots tend to hold the fragrance of the essential oils, and you can get these at any of your garden centers. It's a tiny terracotta pot. You can put just a couple of drops of essential oils in here with some crystals, and that will hold the fragrance and release it throughout the whole day. We also have, and I'm going to bring these up a little bit closer because these are really pretty. These are aromatherapy necklaces. This is like a little bottle, and then we've got several different bottles that I got at some of our international spa trade shows. And now this one, some of you may notice this one is what holds your crystal. So you can take a piece of terracotta, and sometimes you can get little terracotta beads, drop an essential oil on it and put it inside your little crystal cage and wear that as a necklace, and that'll help diffuse that while you are wearing it all day without having to wear the essential oil on your skin. If you have a locket, particularly a filigree locket, then you can just open it up. You can cut out a little piece of felt, put it in here with a drop of oil on it, close it, and with the filigree, the fragrance is going to come through, so you have your own aromatherapy locket without having to search and find an aromatherapy locket for sale. And I think on this table, I have one more for you, and that is a sachet. You can take the sachet, you can fill it with some tissue paper, you can fill it with some of your potpourri, and you fill your little sachet bag here, put your drops of essential oils in it, tie it nice and tight, and toss it into your lingerie drawers or into your cupboards. And that makes a nice way to passively diffuse. I would love to hear some of your ideas. Please share them with us. Type them in the bottom. A friend of mine, Jan, likes to put essential oils on some in a little dish bowl, and she puts it in her intake vent because the air in her house is really dry. And she takes a bowl of water, puts essential oils in it, and allows the intake vent to distribute the air throughout her home, and it helps to purify the air. And another way is you can take that little washcloth trick that I showed you, and you can clip that onto your intake vent. Okay, for more information, please sign up for our newsletter. And we are having a webinar a week from today, and we're going to post that. There's a link to it, and it's called Using Essential Oils Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. And we go through a little bit of history of how essential oils were used, when they started being distilled, when it was started to be called aromatherapy, and some of the future uses that are being researched today. This workshop is going to give you a lot of confidence in using your essential oils every day in your life, even if you don't want to become a certified aromatherapist, if you just want to incorporate these into your home so that you can raise your personal frequency, shift emotional blocks out of your way, and open your heart to higher, brighter frequencies. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, and be sure and sign up for our newsletter, like our page. What else do you guys do? Thumbs up, a Pinterest, and all those other things. And yeah, thank you guys, and please have a sensational day. Bye.